Hello everyone, welcome to Street Outlaws Update channel. Today we talking about inside Murder Nova's Outlaw 32 build, carbon, nitrous and pure mayhem. In the world of no prep racing, one thing is certain, pandemonium is not only expected, but guaranteed. There aren't many teams that can match Sean Ellington and the Murder Nova gang for last-minute chaos, unplanned carnage and pure hustle. A routine shakedown at their most recent testing session before the 2025 Speed Promotions Outlaw 32 devolved into a full-scale battle against time, carbon fiber devastation, and mechanical chaos. The simple engine change that began swiftly turned into a practical lesson that nothing ever goes as planned in no prep. The strategy: replacing an established powerhouse. The objective was straightforward: transfer the original Murder Nova's championship-winning Pro-Line Hemi to the White Nova, which was once the MPK vehicle. And this isn't just any engine. This hardware has already won a No Prep Kings title and run 3.70 seconds on a 275 radial. It is a beast. But as Sean himself stated, this motor has done a big wheelie, won a championship, and it's going even faster in the OG. However, to be honest, it probably needs to be cleaned. The crew smartly decided to switch rods and get some test hits in before entering one of the most difficult small tyre races, where Ryan Martin and Kai Kelly had been dominating lately after winning 23-24 gold rounds. A catastrophe occurs in Steele, Alabama. Both the original model and the White Nova were tested at Steele, Alabama. The mayhem really started at that point. First up is the White Nova. The car looked mean and tidy after a recent visit to Rapworks, where it was restored to its original white livery after a brief period of being blacked out. However, the ProCharger configuration had different ideas. The carbon fiber door was totally torn apart by air pressure alone during one of the pulls. It was not merely dented. The inner structure was barely surviving since it was so awful. The crew wasted no time in being creative. Really creative. They fixed it with cooking sheets. Yes, cooking sheets, not cookie sheets, as Sean made sure to emphasize with a giggle, thanks to Kidwell Racing. The White Nova achieved a personal best speed of 188 miles per hour on a 28-inch slick despite the broken door. That speaks much about the team's perseverance as well as the motor. Additionally, it demonstrated how near the edge they are pushing this lightweight design. Failure of the front end of OG Murder Nova. The original Nova chose to get in on the drama as well, not to be outdone by the door fiasco. The car's front end crashed under aero stress after it recorded a deadly 0.92060 foot. The pressures at work were simply too great for the hood and supports to withstand. To continue testing safety, they had to zip tie everything to the cage. It turns out that in their haste to get ready for Outlaw 32, the crew neglected to completely account for rollout variances with the new tires. When you're on edge, it's one of those small mistakes that adds up to a major problem. Including Nitrous in the context, the team made the bold decision to add Nitrous to the ProCharger setup as Outlaw 32 allowed unrestricted power adders. In no prep, you don't see that too often. In order to cool the air charge and increase power, Nitrous Express developed a dry nitrous system. Sean and the team made a joke about how it seemed like a scene from Fast and Furious, with everything becoming hazy when the button is pressed. However, there is a true plan behind it. Every street car we have with a ProCharger has nitrous, Sean clarified. Heat is the only thing that can be increased, and nitrous takes care of that. Early test results were promising, but limited by the busted parts and tricky track conditions. The full potential of this new combo is still untapped. Carbon fiber is lightweight but delicate. The most important lesson learned from this test session: not all lightweight carbon fiber is created equal. Although it reduces weight and produces quick automobiles, this test session shown that it can become a weak point when significant power is applied. Blake Housley of Maybury Motorsports has already been enlisted by the team to reinforce the carbon panels, achieving that delicate balance between weight and strength. Their Outlaw 32 attempt might succeed or fail based only on that. Keep an eye on Outlaw 32. There will be a crucial exam session coming up. In order to ensure that both vehicles can withstand the destructive forces they are releasing, the team must verify all the repairs and adjust the nitrous setup. In the meantime, the field as a whole is not slowing down. Fireball Camaro by Ryan Martin and Shockwave by Kai Kelly are also developing and trying out their own crazy combinations. Because power adders are unregulated, fans may expect to witness anything from nitro-fed beasts to twin-turbo hemis. Does the ProCharger combo have a chance? The true question here is that. Is Sean's ProCharger Nitrous combination still viable in a time when screw blowers and turbos rule the road? The squad is making every effort to demonstrate their belief. They have a good chance if they can resolve the durability concerns and make the most of this configuration. However, if things continue to go wrong, this might turn from an innovative story into a warning. Last word, war is on the way, Outlaw 32 is almost approaching and is expected to be one of the most exciting events in prep history. The Murder Nova crew has never backtracked from a task, and they have no intention of doing so anytime soon. One thing is for sure, they will fight to the end, regardless of whether they win or suffer some more severe setbacks. They are among the most thrilling teams to watch in this game because of that.